Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel. So I am currently working on April 2023's Paper Pumpkin alternative videos. This is number 14, all the little things. And if you want to be on my mailing list, contact me at aliceseraphin1969@gmail.com. So I have everything laid out. I'm not going to go over a whole lot, though I'm going to tell you that I was inspired for this card with this card right here. This has right here, here, and here is that splotty dottage textural image in shaded spruce, and it uses these three flowers, and we are going to do that. So let's get started. What you're going to need. I have a pre-made card base that I purchased that is 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. That is what I am going to be using. From the kit, we are using the entire 3 of these. I know I have 2 left, so I'm like, I can afford to do that. We are also using this little white element. I have 2 pieces of DSP. This is from the Settles last year's DSP. It is retired. It was on the clearance rack for $4.80 for a package. So this measurement is 5.5 by 5.5. Next, I have some of the Regency Park DSP that goes with the Petal Park. This piece is 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. Now, this is the strip that was cut off of one of the ends when I first cut it. This is going to be used for the inside of the card. We are going to do I am grateful for all the little things you do. That is from the stamp set. This is my envelope. This strip was cut off from my 6x6 piece of DSP, and I think we're going to add it right there. In fact, I know we are. Surprise, surprise, right? No. Okay, so this should be a very simple, quick little card. What do we do first? First things, let's go ahead and I want to put this on the inside of my card. So you know how I kind of like to do that. I like to just, you can use a grid. And this piece is 3/4 of an inch. So 3/4 of an inch. I'm just going to do some little scallopy there. And I'm going to lay this right there. And then I'm going to pick it up and get it where I want it. And then I'm going to turn it over and use the edge and snip that off. So that's on the inside of my card. Next, this piece is going to go right there. I am debating. I was debating before I did this video. Do I stamp a little bit in the shaded spruce on this basic white of the envelope, card base? And the answer is going to be no. I just decided that. So here is the first layer, and it is DSP, not cardstock. You could use cardstock. That would be perfectly fine. That's good. Next comes this piece, and we are going to be stamping on that piece, but nope. I'm not going to get ahead of myself here. It's like, before we do, let's glue it on the envelope, but I think I'm going to stamp on the envelope too. So we have our little splotchy image. I am looking for my Stamp and Pierce mat right here below, behind me. So we're going to do the same technique, that, if you want to call it a technique, is we have this, right? And we have, we're going to put a little bit of baker's twine right down here, right below where that is, and probably a little bow maybe right here is what I was thinking. So I'm going to move my card out of the way, bring down that dark shaded spruce. And we are using this image as our inspiration. So I am going to stamp this textural stuff here, here, and probably right there. And we're going to go for it. We are just going to do it. So I'm going to get these right where I want them. And this is going to be full strength, as that's what it looks like. So right there, I'm going to move it away and I'm going to stamp. Oh, look at that. Okay. So over here, I'm going to turn it where this is, and I'm going to put that right there. So I'm going to move that and stamp down, trying not to get on the edge of that. All right. So you see, we have some there, some there. That one needs a little bit more, like right there. It just needs it. So I'm going to bring that down there. It just isn't, see, it just needed that little bit of roundness to it. So, at least in my opinion, it did. So down here, I want this one to be here. Ta-da! And now you can see that is our inspiration from our card, those little splotches and the 3 things. So next we're going to bring our envelope over, since we have the shaded spruce out. We're going to stamp our sentiment. We are going to stamp along here. I am going to turn it this way. Then I'm going to turn it this way. And I'm going to turn it that way. And one more time for good measure. And let's see where this is going to land. Oh, beautifully, beautifully, beautifully. So down here then, we are just going to stamp some here and some right there. And then, let me turn it, seeing how best to get more of it. I don't want it there, but I do think that will do it. Just that little corner. So that's all we're doing with that one. Now we're going to bring in our sentiment strip, which I know this fits on here, but I need to take that away so I can clearly see this, as this is the last one I have. Let's see. Thank you for all the little things you do. Yes, and it's done. And we could add a little blossoms or something there, but we're not going to. And the inside is nice and blank to write into. So that's all for that. We can glue our strip down now. So to do this, I am just going to hold this right there, and then I'm going to bring my glue to the paper. It should just barely make it all the way up to the edge. Then we're going to trim it off. And trim it off on this side. And now we have a little bit of more detail of what our card has on the back of the envelope. Really, really cute. So let's see. Not worried about the inside. If you were worried about putting some of those blotchy images on the inside, you could do so. I am not worried about it. But I do need my baker's twine, because I want some, because it just is kind of plain here. And I want some, you know what, I think we're going to go, do I want to go like right here? Yeah. We went a couple of lengths. So how long is this? This is 7 1/4 inches, and I want 3 of these lengths. I'm gonna do one, that little crisscross applesauce, crisscross little maneuver here. So let's put that in there, and we're gonna bring out Mr. Frog. And oh yes, I'm not gonna change my mind, but I need 3 little pieces of Scotch tape. So I want it to be right there. So I want 1, the starting one needs to be right there, and I can use a wee little piece of Scotch tape to secure that in place. And then I'm going to crisscross these ever so slightly. And you ain't going to see the Scotch tape at all. So the next piece is going to go down like so. Okay. Ooh, and I have another big piece for the back. So keeping my elements as they are. Hopefully, well, at least we'll start with this one. Come to me. There's handy dandy Scotch tape to the rescue. Just my nails are not cooperating with me. The Scotch tape is, just the nails do not want to. So I'm gonna keep just layering these. And they are at just a hair over 1/2 inch apart from the center one. So that is good to know, because now I'm going to turn it this way. Unravel them, hopefully. There we go. Nope. But now we do. So, yep, they're straight. So this one, yes, I am making it look more difficult than it has to be. All right, so this one, move those 2, pick that one up. If I didn't have these nails, it would be much easier. So I'm using my grid to line them up with each other. So there's one. And if they're crisscrossed on the back side, nobody will know. Just a hair past 1/2 inch. And that means right there should do it. Over just a wee bit more. I said a hair past, not right on, but just a hair past. I have a little bit of Scotch tape showing, so I'm going to pull it back and snip that off. And since this is, ooh, look at that. Is that where it goes? Yes, look at, love that. I don't need a bow, I just needed that. And then this, I can bring that down some. I am grateful for all the little things you do. Originally, I wanted it here, and I'm still going to put it there. Okay, this is going to get glued straight down. Even with the Scotch tape on it, it's going to be fine. You could put glue dots there if you were worried about it, but I am truly not, as you can see. Making sure my card opens correctly here before I go lay this down. That would be my daughter arriving home from work. The reason why I'm not putting that up on dimensionals, because these all are going up on dimensionals. So dimensionals, dimensionals, dimensionals. We need 2 large ones for this piece, 1 on each end. We don't need anything in the middle because of that. Then we're going to need quite a bit for the back. So I'm going to need 2 here. I'm going to fold it back over to look at it. 1 here and 2 here. So 1 here and then 2 here. And I want to get this one in place before I put the top piece on. But to make sure, I'm going to get that top piece where it needs to be, like right there. I'm going to set it upside down. So, so lovely. Take the backings off, and then we add a few nice little jewels. Beautiful little card. Okay, jewels, rhinestones. Okay, so these are the ones that came in the kit. I'm just using the ones that are in the catalog, but they're the same ones. Big card, big bling. So one down there, big bling. Big card, big bling. Oh, do I dare add one? 1, 2, and I think I'm going to pop one. No, I don't want it there because it'll just be too much on the package. Ooh, that's it. So that is our card for video number, what is it, 14. Wow. And I could sit here and do more and more of this, but family is calling and dinner will be ready shortly. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and give it a try. I absolutely have had a blast with this kit, and I'm not done yet, which is wonderful. So if you guys would be so inclined, give me a thumbs up, like, share, or all of the above. That is totally up to you. More than anything, I want to invite you back to my wonderland. Bye bye now.